Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Freedom Friday. I'm your host, Troy Wagner, founder and owner of Free Press Marketing in lovely downtown Oxnard, California. Just want to check and see if we are indeed live. I'm looking at my YouTube channel here, and it says we are live. I got like 3 monitors going on at the same time. But anyway, good morning. How was your week? Welcome to Freedom Friday. How was your week? Host Troy Wagner. I hope everyone's week was as great as mine. Trying to stay positive, keep moving forward, and crush them goals. This week's episode is again sponsored by Cielo Artisan Desserts. Thank you again to Carlos Ramirez for the Café de Olla. My favorite Friday coffee. Again, I already had a cup at home, but I didn't finish it because I knew I was going to have this cup here because I didn't want to be completely white-knuckling my day on the caffeine rush. So I cut the first cup short just to get me going, and now I'm here, and this cup of coffee should get me through the first part of the day anyway. Excuse me while I sip that delicious coffee. Today we do have a special guest. Many of you probably know Angela Minutillo. She's our group and event coordinator here at Free Press Marketing. She helps manage the group that we have Thursday morning. She leads that. Excuse me. I'm a little under the weather. I have some kind of sinus thing going on, and I'm trying not to be sick. I'm just saying it's allergies, so we'll see what happens. I'm feeling okay. It's just I can sense the stuffiness. Anyway, so she's in charge of groups and events. She helps out with that, I should say. She's also the crafting mermaid. As many of you may know of her. She has some crafting classes that she puts on here in the space on Saturdays and some other nights. What else? She's also what does she call it? The mermaid pearls. She shucks for pearls with Vantel pearls. She shucks oysters, reveals pearls, and then people can put them in a setting that they choose from her catalog. That's pretty cool. That's a fun experience because you never know what color the pearl is going to be. That's cool. I'll let her. I don't want to say too much because I'll let her talk about some of those things. She'll be here with us in just a minute. Let's see, any thoughts for today? Also, if you guys have any topics you'd like me to cover or things you want to know about Free Press Marketing, what we do here, the services, the benefits of membership here with us. We do offer a wide variety of different services: photography, 3D tours, web design, web development, e-commerce platforms. I mean, the list goes on of what we do, and maybe over time I can hit maybe 1 or 2 of those. I did want to talk, I mentioned it last week, we want to talk a little bit about some graphic design things. We have a lot of small business owners and people that may have created a logo themselves using not necessarily a proper design platform like Adobe Illustrator, which we recommend here. I can get into that later. And then so what happens is they might pay somebody to do something and it's done, and they end up with an image that becomes blurry and pixelated when we try to blow it up and use it for print. And again, a lot of the vendors we work with require vector artwork. And again, I can describe what that is. Maybe later today, see how much time we have. Last week, we went about an hour. I don't know if I want to go that long. I'd like to try and keep it at 30 minutes. We'll see. I can go all day, especially with some coffee. So we'll see what I can do to try and shorten these to make it, user-friendly, I guess. Not everyone wants to sit down for an hour and listen to me babble on. So anyway, let's get to some announcements. There's some cool things happening this weekend and next week, especially here at Free Press Marketing. Let me prepare for that. Starting to get a little dry already. But today's Friday. Happy Freedom Friday again. Let's talk about what's going on tomorrow. There's a fundraiser in Ventura. I think it's at Poinsettia Pavilion there in Ventura. I mentioned this last week. It's casino night. Step Up Ventura is the name of the nonprofit organization there. We've done some stuff for them and helped them out with a few of their t-shirts and other events, some postcards and other things that they've needed. Tickets are only $35. It's casino night there. There's a mega raffle, there's game prizes, and a silent auction to raise money for them. Go to stepupventura.org, stepupventura.org, and you can learn more about the important work that they do there at Step Up Ventura. So anyway, tickets I think should still be available on Eventbrite. Just look, I guess you could just look or search for Step Up Ventura, and that should show up. Casino night, that's tomorrow, February 24th, from 7 to 10 p.m., Poinsettia Pavilion. Check that out. Get your tickets. Support that local charity. They work with homeless children aged 0 to 5. So that's the work they do. Again, visit stepupventura.org and check out what they do. Again, well, not again, but our neighbors, Cielo Artisan Desserts, again, the sponsor of today's Freedom Friday episode. Excuse me. It's their 1-year anniversary celebration this Sunday, February 25th, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Check that out. 1 year in business, providing all of us here in downtown Oxnard delicious treats. It's not just desserts. You know, they have lunches in there as well. They have breakfast. They have a vegetable quiche over there right now, which looks delicious. It's about this thick. They have crepes made to order. They'll make them right there in front of you in their crepe station. They have sweet and savory. So, you know, they have the traditional Nutella crepes with different fruits. And then they also have a chicken and mushroom and like a lemon cream sauce, I believe. I think they have, excuse me, some sort of beef one. They have a calabacitas, like a squash vegetable one, ham and cheese. So they're delicious. Go check them out for that or lunch. They also have a tuna salad croissant and a chicken salad croissant. Both of them are just out of this world. You know, the croissants they make everything there, so it's fresh and delicious. Anyway, 1 year anniversary coming up this Sunday, February 25th, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. all day. There's raffles to get some Cielo gear, and there's other prizes. You know, there might even be some. There's some new special drink that's coming out. You know, they'll probably have some tastings. You can taste some stuff for free. But anyway, stop by, check them out. Love those guys. They help us out here. We've had some events and different meetings. People rent the space and they provide some food for those events as well. I believe they will also cater and do things for your events, your private events. So definitely check that out this Sunday, 9 to 5 p.m., 9 a.m. And then, of course, we have our first Thursday event that happens every month here at Free Press Marketing in our meeting space here, an office space, shared office space. I saw so many different names for what we do and what we have here. But yeah, first Thursdays, 4 to 8 p.m. we'll have some of our members and clients and vendors in here with tables set up showing off their products and services. So you can learn more about them and meet them, bring some business cards and network with them. The food trucks will be here in downtown, the Plaza Park over here in downtown Oxnard, so you can go grab a bite to eat, come back over here. We usually have some snacks and light refreshments here as well for you to enjoy when you come in. But come in, bring your business cards, say hello to everybody, say hi to us, ask us about what we're doing here. We'd love to see you. So come on out, 4 to 8, stop by, it's open. You know, there's no agenda or anything. You're not going to miss announcements. We do have raffles and prizes, so you can come in, fill out a raffle ticket, and you win some different prizes from some of the vendors that'll be here. So there's that. First Thursdays every month here at Free Press Marketing. If you want more information, give us a call. Check out our website. Contact us through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, what have you. So that's from 4 to 8. If you're interested in being a vendor, let us know. If you want to sponsor the event and come in and bring some food, you're more than welcome to do that. And we can give you time to speak as well, whatever. We're open to a lot of different things. That's what we're doing. Everything we do here is kind of an experiment, and we're open to new ideas to help all of our members and our clients and local business owners promote their products and services how they see fit. So let your voice be heard with Free Press Marketing. So that's our announcements, things coming up this week. If you'd like to be a guest on our show, feel free to, contact me, and we can set up a time for you to come on and talk about your business, who you are, what you do. What else? If you have any topics, I kind of mentioned this earlier, if you have any topics you'd like us to cover, leave a comment down below. here. We'll also post this on Facebook. But every Friday we try to start between 9:30 and 10 for these episodes. Eventually we might have a specific time. I might just start at 10 every week. But our special guest today, Angela, has to be somewhere in 8 minutes. So we're going to bring her on here in just a second. Let's see, my assistant has handed me my cue cards here for today. Let's see. Excuse me one second. Is there number one? Or... Oh, okay. Okay. My assistant, I had to ask the questions I was given. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome our first guest ever on Freedom Fridays, episode 2, first guest. So I'd like to welcome the lovely and talented Angela Minutillo. Woo! Applause, applause. Come on in.
Hello.
Hello. Let's see, can we both fit in here? Yep, we're here.
Oh, excuse me.
So you can see there, that's where we're at.
I gotta sit closer to you. Well, that just made my Friday happier.
Right? Okay. Sorry, we're looking at we have a couple different monitors going on here.
Oh, hello. I'm looking at you now.
Say hello, Angela.
Hello, world.
No, don't say hello,
Happy
Angela. Say
Friday.
hello. Yeah. Sorry. It's saying hello, Angela.
Hello, Ventura County.
Yes,
And
the world.
areas, and the world.
Who knows? We have clients from all over. We have
True.
clients back east. We have clients in Arizona. We have clients in Louisiana, Virginia, everywhere. People order stuff from us. So anyway, welcome to the show. Thank you for being my first guest. We barely know each other. We've met, just recently, I believe. Just kidding. We went to high school together.
together.
Anyway, so I have some questions for you. So the audience can get to know you. I hope so. Since you wrote the questions, I hope you have answers. Anyway, so tell us about yourself. Who are you?
I am Angela.
Okay.
I am otherwise known as, aka, the Crafting Mermaid.
Is that it? Just a crafting mermaid?
That's how you can find me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So
the Crafting Mermaid.
The crafting mermaid.
We're just, yep. I do wear a lot of hats, but I think we should just focus on that today. I don't want to overwhelm anyone.
Yeah.
I stay really busy.
Yeah, as I already mentioned that she is our group and event coordinator here, so she helps out with our Thursday morning marketing group that meets every Thursday morning. Little plug for that. 9 a.m. 9 a.m.
Thursday.
Meeting starts at 9:30. Doors open at 9. We give people time to go next door, get treats or breakfast, and then we have free coffee. Sometimes we have some light snacks here as well, some bagels or fruit or
biscotti.
Biscotti.
Grandma's homemade biscotti.
Whatever's left over from last night's dinner, we just bring in for people to eat.
Homemade jam.
So you're the event coordinator. You help with that. You help with our first Thursday events and dealing with working with some of the vendors and bringing them in up to speed on what we do.
Yeah.
But you're here as the crafting mermaid, which is how they can find you today.
Yep.
And tell us about what that entails. What do you do as the crafting mermaid?
Well, I am able to tap into my creative side through this, and I help others do the same. I teach paper crafting classes, mostly card making, but sometimes I like to throw in a bonus project like how to create maybe a trinket box or a framed piece of art, something really giftable so that other people can enjoy the art that you've made. I have classes that range anywhere from really easy and basic, including kids classes that are coming this summer, to advanced technique projects. And that's really the gist of that part.
Yeah, so I mean, I
teach paper crafting.
Angela uses the space here as do some of our other members and clients. They rent the space out to use it for their different, I don't want to call them events, but they could be seminars, projects like crafting, demonstrations of their products, group meetings, things like that. So she uses the space here for that, primarily on weekends, but do you have some weekday?
I do. I like to do the last Wednesday of the month. I try to keep things consistent, but I also try to pick a few different days. Not everybody can fit it into their schedule, but I feel like it is important to do something creative in your schedule, and we'll talk about that why in a second. Yep, I utilize the space here at Free Press Marketing to hold my classes. I have one free class that takes place in my home. It's a little more of an intimate setting. It's called my Paper Pumpkin Club. And if you don't know what Paper Pumpkin is, it is I should have grabbed a box over here. Actually, they're in the car because I'm going to go meet some friends and work on them today. Okay. It's a box, red box, that has a project kit and everything you need to create 8 to 16 paper craft cards or small projects in the box. I mean, it's smaller than a shoebox, about this. It's a subscription service through my company, Stampin' Up. It's only $20 a month. They're having a promotion right now. We're celebrating their 5th anniversary of promoting the Paper Pumpkin Project Box. The reason I love the Project Box is because it's an easy, creative project that you can complete in probably an hour or two. It's fun to share with your children if you're a parent or a friend, and it allows me and others to just unplug for an hour or two for a reasonable cost. You can also skip a month, so it's really low commitment. That class happens at my home every first Sunday of the month. If you've never tried it before, you're welcome to come and join and share my box with me. And if you fall in love with it, like I did, then you can subscribe to your own monthly kits.
So what do they do with the kit? Do they then just do it at home, or can they come and meet you and do it with you, or is there instruction? How does that work?
Both. Yeah, good question. Well, the reason that I started the Paper Pumpkin Club was to encourage people to come and craft with me. I found last year that if I didn't make an appointment with myself to do some crafting, that it wouldn't get done. It would just sit on the shelf, and I'd want to do it, and I'd find myself saying things like, oh, I really should do that. Oh, I wish I had time to do that. Well, guess what? I have time. I just have to make time. And some people are really good at that. It's not an issue, but we live in a really busy world.
Yeah, so if crafting something that people
schedule it.
Always say they want to do, and I always wanted to do that, I always want to do that, which you found yourself. Do you think it then becomes easier once they're getting that monthly box? Okay,
absolutely.
Your craft's coming in, so the only excuse you have left is the time. You have the materials, $20 a month, right?
Yeah,
you have the materials.
Really,
so now it's just
way to get
getting
started.
With the crafting mermaid here and scheduling a time maybe to go over that project and do that project together. So I guess it kind of brings some accountability into it a little bit. So you said you wanted to craft.
And your friends will miss you when you don't show up. Your friends want to see you, and you should want to see your friends, right?
Are you building kind of a group of regulars that come in and they?
Yeah, we have about five crafters, and including children. It's a family-friendly occasion. Right. So, yeah, and if the group gets bigger, then I just I'll have to move it here to Free Press Marketing. It won't happen at my dining room table.
Right, the Paper Pumpkin,
the Paper Pumpkin.
She does have larger crafting classes, I think that.
Yeah, right. Yep, so the last Wednesday of the month, I try to keep it on the 4th Wednesday for consistency. Sometimes the months have 5, so I have a calendar available.
I was going to ask, how do they see your schedule? Is the schedule?
You can find my schedule on Facebook page, The Crafting Mermaid. That's my business page. I also have a crafting group. Once you come to a few classes, I'll add you to that VIP group where I share bonus challenges, fun, creative ideas, extra tips and tricks that you may not have known before. You can also find me on Instagram. I started an Instagram page this year. It is at The Crafting Mermaid 805. Okay. That's my Instagram. So
Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah, the schedule can be found on the Facebook business page. I create an event for every class that's happening. And the instructions on how to register for a class are right there in the description of the event in the About section on Facebook. Okay. It's important that you do RSVP as early as possible before the class. I prefer at least 24 hours because I have to prepare for the class. I want to make sure that I have enough paper and supplies for you to participate with us. And classes range anywhere from $15 well, actually, I even had a couple $10 classes that were smaller, easier projects, up to retreats that could be a whole day event of about $65, $75. But I've got a couple of those are quarterly. Monthly, they range from about $10 to $25 per class, depending on the project that we're doing.
So it takes a lot of time to prepare for those classes. So
Yeah.
okay,
yeah.
cool. So
But
people
I
should
love it.
RSVP and make sure that they're
coming. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to make sure I have a seat for you, and I want to make sure I have enough supplies so
Okay.
that you can get the best out of the.
Do they just say that they're going on Facebook?
You're
or
going
is it like
to click going, and then in the instructions you'll read that you actually need to reserve your seat with payment to my PayPal link. And I made it really easy. You just touch on the link.
Yeah,
you send the funds. I get the funds. I write your name down on the roster for the day. And then I get excited because I'm going to craft with you.
Crafting. Okay. Do you have any?
More the merrier.
Did you bring any samples of anything? Any work you've done?
Actually wanted to.
Are you in the middle of one right now? Let's see.
I wanted to show you something that I'm working on. I'm inspired to create things in a lot of different ways. One of the things that gets my creative juices flowing in my brain and the transmitters synapsing and all that stuff, woo, especially on Fridays,
Chemistry
is
lesson.
the national, I have an app on my phone, like what the national days are and national month. BT Dubs, March is National Crafting Month. January was National Hobby Month, so I celebrated those. Yesterday was National Margarita Day. So I am currently working on a margarita-themed greeting card. This is a fun fold. It's called a gate. It's called a gate fold. It opens like a gate or barn door. Some people call it barn door open. So it says cheers in the middle. It's refreshing or coming into spring.
Yeah, let's see.
And yeah, check it out. Am I holding it close enough? Yeah.
There we go. Cheers.
I made some glasses. Now, I didn't have a margarita glass stamp, but I found a wine glass stamp. And I embossed the edge of the glass with gold so it looks like a salted rim. And then I'm going to stick a lime on the edge of it. I'm going to cut them out after I color with this little paintbrush and some ink. I'm going to color the margarita in. This is actually called, it's funny because this ink is called Lemon Lime Twist. So I'm almost done with that. And then I'll probably gift that to a friend who needs to come out and have a drink with me.
Cheers.
So super cute.
Cool.
That's one sample. And this is a pretty easy project. A couple of advanced steps like learning how to emboss. I do technique classes so that people can learn techniques step by step. It's a lot all at once.
Yeah, for sure.
It doesn't have to be delivered all at once.
I mean, it's crafting, so the possibilities and the tools that you have, I mean, you know, they're endless, right? You can create all kinds of, you can customize things, but the stamps make it a lot easier for you to be creative, so you don't have to completely, you know, make something from scratch. You can if you want to, but they have the templates, and you can, there's a lot of inspiration to draw from in the card making and crafting world, where, you know, you get your inspiration from the national
That's
month
just one of the many places I'm inspired.
Inspiration. Well, what else does inspire you then? Besides the National Hot Dog Day and
holidays. I really like making gratitude cards, and I think that that's an important part of connecting in my community. Here's something fun. I just lost my train of thought. Hold on. It's going to come back to me.
It's Friday.
It is
We're
Friday.
We're losing our minds.
My closet. I just remembered it. Well, what I wanted to share with you, you may have noticed when I held up my sample that Stampin' Up! Offers color coordinating paper products, designer paper ink. So every once in a while, I want to challenge myself to use different color combinations. Maybe not what you would traditionally see. So one of the ways that I was recently inspired is looking in my closet. I actually found a few of my favorite blouses or skirts that have beautiful patterns or designs and colors that I feel happy wearing. And I thought, well, gosh, if I feel happy wearing this, I wonder how somebody would feel receiving these colors in the mail as a gift. So I challenged myself to make some projects that match the colors of the clothing hanging in my closet. Yeah, strange inspiration.
You could cut
You
the
can find
material.
it anywhere.
You could just cut the material and put it on the card, right?
I could. But I like to use these paper products. That's a good project idea, though.
Right? Use it for as like a whatever accent ribbon or something like that. I don't know the terms. I'm just winging it.
Pretty good.
I don't know.
It is good. Yep.
I just learned by listening to what she talks about.
You don't know what Rich Razzleberry is?
Rich Razzleberry. That's my favorite.
Fig.
Refresh Fig.
Fresh Fig is my favorite color right now.
Yeah. Anyway, so since you're on our show, Free Press Marketing, Freedom Fridays, tell us a little bit about how what we do here as Free Press Marketing has helped you in your business, if it has at all. If not, then just get out and don't come back. No, just kidding. But tell us a little bit about what, the benefits for you of being a member. She's a member here.
I would say that
she really just forced her way in. She's not.
Utilize the space and the perks of membership to help grow my business. So here's a few ways that I have done that. You already heard me say that I utilize the space to hold my classes. The space can be designed any way that I need it to for my projects. If I need it to be classroom style, or if I need the tables here to be set up in a U shape, they can be. The space has provided a comfortable and safe environment for people to meet me, especially if they've never met me before. They may not feel comfortable coming to my home yet. So I appreciate that I have this avenue as an alternative for people to come and try out a class.
It takes out some of that awkwardness of, you've been to someone's house you've never been before, right?
Yeah.
Showing up, you don't know what to expect. Is a dog going to jump on you? Is a cat going to land on your head? Is the house going to smell? You don't know.
Maybe somebody's allergic to my cat, and that's why they can't come.
Right.
So utilizing the space has helped me overcome a lot of those objections to why somebody may not come to a class. And like I said earlier, I really want to connect with my friends. I want to connect with as many people as I can and help them tap into their creative side. So this has helped me eliminate a lot of those
objections
or reasons that people
wouldn't want to come.
Couldn't participate.
Okay.
The price of the room rental space can I say? I feel like it's pretty competitive for what are my other options are available in the community. So I'm able to keep my class prices still at a reasonable rate that people will want to participate.
Right.
I'm happy about that. It's a challenge finding space.
Yeah,
it can be.
Yeah, we're a neutral territory.
Not this price.
We're the Switzerland.
Yeah.
Of the world. So yeah, if you're in direct sales and you have people come over to your house and maybe you don't want to, or you don't have a lot of space, and that stops you from really making your business grow.
Oh.
You live in a small apartment, you're just became, a rep of a company, and you're supposed to have home parties and maybe in someone else's house, and maybe that person's objection. Let's say you have a client that's like, oh, I'd love to have a home party, but my house is too small and I don't want people there, it's a mess. Well, you can have it here, and you could fit more people here as well, probably than her small or their small living room. So that's a benefit. We're a neutral ground. We're a territory I don't know, a space that's maybe less intimidating, less messy. I don't know. But
there's room. There's room to move around and work too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing that up, because that reminds me, I do offer private classes, and that's another objection that I get. My house is too small. My house is too dirty.
Right.
My house, I don't know how my partner will feel about it, et cetera, et cetera. The kids, the pets, there's a number of reasons that I hear. So that helps me help my hostess, if my hostess wants to do a private party, birthday parties, anniversaries, girlfriends' nights, et cetera. Yep.
Okay, cool.
What other ways?
What else? Anything else?
Yes, huge. This one's huge.
We burned through our questions, so now we're just winging it.
This one is huge. This is how it helped me get started, period. Part of building my business was that I had to set goals in branding myself. Like, you heard me introduce myself as the crafting mermaid, and you may wonder why. Where does that come from? And I'll share that with you. We live in the coastal area and the beach. Another one of my goals is to spend more time in the water that we live so close to, and not take advantage of the fact that we live in this beautiful community near the ocean that people would die to come and check out. Mermaids are magical, and I feel like when I am creative, it feels magical. And when I see the look on other people's faces when they've created something and they light up, that is a magical moment. So the name was inspired from those thoughts and feelings. With that, Troy at Free Press Marketing, the graphic designer, he has. We've been working together to work on my logo, which we got pretty far yesterday.
We threw something together yesterday.
Mm-hmm. I was able to create gift certificates for my classes, so that will help grow my business. That's just something else that I can offer on the spectrum of what I do. Let's see. I got help with my social media. Years ago, I didn't actually know how to start. I did know, but some people don't know how to start a Facebook page or an Instagram. I didn't realize the importance of being on Instagram versus Facebook, Twitter, and I had the opportunity to learn the difference between them.
Definitely. Different platforms, different audiences, different user interface, different interactions. Between them all. So
I thought one was enough, and it wasn't. As soon as I started the Instagram, I feel like my audience tripled.
Yeah.
So
it can grow quick on Instagram.
That was really helpful.
People start seeing your stuff from all over the country, and it's like people just, because you use the hashtags, right? And that gets people seeing those things. And
learned that.
I have followers that started liking our Instagram profile too for Free Press from everywhere. It's like, I don't even know who these people are. Usually on Facebook, you at least you see who requests you, or you kind of know who likes your page. Maybe it's a client or a member. But with Instagram, we post a photo of some of the products that we produce for our clients, banners and things. And all of a sudden, you got people following you from across the world, really.
Yeah.
You got to be careful, though. I always look at their profile first to make sure it's not some
we teach those kinds of things
fake profile, because I've seen
how to
some
be safe on social media.
Yeah, I've seen some that you go to their Instagram page and it's almost like an advertisement for Instagram growth. Get more followers. Okay, I see what you're doing. So I don't follow them back. I'll let them follow me, and then just admire them from afar.
But on that note of exposure, I would say that's how else being a member of Free Press Marketing has helped me. When I attend the Thursday morning groups, I get to meet more people. That's giving me more exposure, and perhaps that's not the person that's ready to be creative with me, but they might know somebody, or maybe their daughter wants to, or maybe they want to gift their daughter. So it's just opening up more avenues for me to connect with other people in the community. Boy, I would love to have a television commercial on ABC, NBC, or CBS.
Who wouldn't?
But let's be honest.
The Super Bowl.
That's not the realm of my business. I'm a small business owner, so
you need to stay local.
I have to utilize what's local to me, and it's important to me to connect locally. So It's a perfect fit.
Especially in the business you're in, it's a direct sales, industry, and it's a relationship marketing. That's one of the things we focus on here is relationship marketing. Print and digital being the other aspects of marketing that we help our clients with. But we're really trying to focus on the relationship marketing. So networking kind of always takes place here at Free Press Marketing. Even during the day, people just show up and all of a sudden you meet new people. You never know who you're going to meet. That's the beauty of having this space open to our members and people to come in and meet with us and meet other people. They work here and things like that. I
sell my greeting cards, and my customers can meet me here. Yeah. That's another comfortable atmosphere for them to make an exchange.
Yeah. So networking, we just kind of say networking always happens organically. It happens naturally. Our focus is on marketing. So in the groups that we are going to have here, we're probably going to focus more on marketing, promotion, ideas about your business, and try to focus on education and things like that. We're not really focused on lead generation referrals per se within a group setting. We feel that those things happen organically. If you meet someone here and you like them, you'll
Yeah.
have a one-on-one, learn more about their
It
products
takes
and
time
services.
and trust.
Yeah, it takes
Trust
time.
is really
We're just
important.
about building the relationships and seeing how we can all work together to promote each other's businesses and then grow together. That's our motto, 2018, growing together.
Hashtag growing together in 2018.
Hashtag growing together, growing together in 2018, because that's what we're trying to do. The more members that come to us, we're growing. So,
right.
And then they're growing by becoming part of what we're doing. So synergistically,
exactly.
We're all kind of
the bigger we grow, the more value
together.
we offer to our members too,
yes.
right?
Oh yeah.
So
definitely.
it's multiplying. It's like a snowball
exponential
of greatness.
growth. Yeah, it's so cool. So cool. Anyway, so what else? What else? Why? We didn't cover the why? Okay, why?
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 Why do I do what I do?
Yes, that's the question. Why do you do what you do?
Like my chicken scratch.
Some people,
Well, as a creative, my notes are pretty abstract, so that's okay.
Gotcha.
How would you know?
So tell me, Angela. Why do you do what you do?
There's a couple of reasons. So now we're going to dig a little deeper. We're going to dive a little deeper, like a mermaid would. This one is pretty serious. So one of the first reasons that I started getting into crafting, I was introduced to paper crafting by my really close friend Monique. She invited me to come over and have some fun one night and kind of unwind, and then she invited me to invite my friends, and it snowballed from there. But I was looking for an outlet to help deal with some pain, some physical pain that I was having. I was looking for alternative ways to pain management. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the words to describe what I'm talking about. Sorry. So I use it as a pain management tool, and
tell us why
okay,
pain management.
I'll keep it short because I don't want to focus too much on that. I have a few autoimmune diseases that cause me daily discomfort and sometimes pain in my hands and feet, neck and shoulders, etc.
Your joints, basically,
yes.
everywhere throughout your body.
All my joints, yeah. I need my hands to function, and I'm young. I'm youngish.
Younger than some?
I want to be there for my son, and I guess in short, I feel like it's my responsibility to stay as healthy as I can, to be able to live a fulfilling life, be there for my son, be there for my partner, etc. So, like I said, we were going to dive a little deeper there. So using my hands in creating something somehow brought me this overwhelming feeling of joy that covered the discomfort and the pain. So it is a pain management tool for me. Interesting, I didn't even know that was possible. Medication can only go so far. So
well, it's probably in the brain, the endorphins or serotonin or whatever that is that happens in there when
like I was saying,
when you're happy.
Neurotransmitters.
When you're happy, it brings you joy and you don't notice the pain. So
it's true, it works.
There's nothing worse than being unhappy and in pain.
Yeah.
It seems like the pain just exacerbates, or the unhappiness exacerbates the pain, and it's just whatever you can do to be positive and do what you love can relieve some of that.
On that note too, I found that if I didn't do something, I found myself being in solitude too often, and again, this was a way to connect with my friends, connect with other people. Solitude can be good, but everything in moderation. Too much of it is not good.
Definitely.
Not being alone enough is not good. So I needed to find a balance, and this helped me. Now, I've always been a creative. I am the daughter of an artist. I am a granddaughter of an artist. Art was a huge part of growing up. My mother is amazing. She can do anything she tries. So, wow, that was a little deep.
There's no crying on Friday. What the heck, man?
But anyway.
Think that kind of show?
Stop. But if you asked me what I wanted to be when I was younger, I would probably say an artist or a teacher, or I want to be just like my mom. So
you're on your way in doing that as the crafting mermaid, right? So good.
Yeah.
You're you're
And
getting there. You're there.
I wanted to, once I felt this joy, I wanted to inspire others to experience this as well. It doesn't have to be this deep, by the way. Not everyone cries when they talk about crafting. All right, moving on.
It's just going to snowball. I'm going to start crying. Then they're going to start crying.
Sorry, guys.
It's happy. It's happy.
It is happy tears.
It's happy tears. So that's okay.
It's also a way to support the arts community. I feel like it's not supported enough in our schools, especially in the elementary and middle school.
There's
classes.
definitely a need for more creativity and for people to express themselves in other ways. You know, a lot of people have a lot of feelings and then they could be expressed negatively. So to have other creative outlets available to, especially to our children, can greatly affect, their interactions with others and things. Plus, they get that feeling of being a part of something and part of a community. If kids don't have that, then they definitely feel alone. They feel left out, and a lot of bad things can happen when youth and people in general feel neglected, left out, unsafe, unsecure. All those feelings that and needs that we have, as human beings aren't being met. Bad things can happen. As we've seen in the world lately. So those are the roots. If we can reach out to more people and inspire them to become part of our groups in different ways, whatever those groups may be, church, Lions Club, connect with people somehow. There's a bunch of nonprofit organizations out there that would love to have volunteers for things. You can become part of that and just, get yourself connected some way, somehow. And reach out to people. If you see someone at your school or in your class who seems to kind of be a loner, it could be a good thing to reach out and take notice of them and and have them become part of your group. So we welcome a lot of different people here to our groups at Free Press Marketing. We hope you come by and see us again. Thursday morning is our marketing group. Doors open at 9. Meeting starts 9:30. You're welcome to come to that. That is a free and open group to everybody, not just members. As we grow, we'll probably have some members-only groups like our social media class and email marketing class and different marketing classes and groups we'll have here to help support our members. But anything else that you'd like to add? Anything coming up that you'd like to tell us about? I know you have to go.
That's okay.
Late for
the
your
cool thing about my job is I kind of get to make my own schedule. Yeah.
Freedom Fridays.
I won't be late to a class though. I promise you that. Let's see. Well, my next class is next Wednesday evening, 5:30 till 7:30, 8:30. I do provide some light refreshments. We are actually going to be working on get well, encouragement, and sympathy cards. I know those aren't necessarily, well, the sympathy card isn't necessarily super happy, but it's always good to have a few of those on hand so that, again, you can connect with others and you can uplift your friends when they are in need. I didn't talk about my Relay for Life fundraiser
That's coming up.
There are 2 more opportunities to help me craft, to make some greeting cards using the Ribbon of Courage stamp set. It's the ribbon. It can be stamped in any color. These cards will be sold at the Carnival in Ojai for Relay for Life on March 24th. They will also be sold at our booth tent at the Relay for Life event on May 5th. This is the Relay for Life Ventura Ojai chapter. We have a team. It's called Free Press for Hope. If you're interested in joining my team, let me know. If you're interested in coming to one of my fundraising events to help me make greeting cards for charity, let me know. Dinner is included in these classes. The fee is only $15, and you get to keep 2 of the cards that you make, and you're going to donate back 2 of the cards that you make towards the Relay fundraising efforts. So it's going to be a really good, another opportunity to connect.
And the relay is on May 5th,
May 5th.
Right? Cinco de Mayo relay.
Yeah.
24-hour relay.
Yeah, it's fine. Doesn't mean you have to be there for the whole 24 hours, but I think if you're open to camping out with us, it's going to be a really good time.
It's going to be cool. It's going to be a party. We're going to have a keg and a live band. No, I'm just kidding.
No drinking. We're not going to have a keg. We're going to have a keg of Kool-Aid.
Keg of Kool-Aid?
Some
keg
purple,
of Red Bull?
something purple.
Keg of Red Bull?
Yeah, some mermaid juice.
Stay awake. I think There is live music though, isn't there, during the
Yeah,
day?
yeah. There's going to be a
Some
lot of
live music and stuff?
activities.
Yeah.
I heard that the activities for kids, they're going to pump that up this year.
That's cool.
They're talking about piñatas. So I am working
Piñatas?
on designing a mermaid-shaped piñata.
Why would you want to beat on a mermaid?
Something cool, something
bad.
cool for a free pass.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It doesn't cost anything to get involved.
You can fundraise.
You can fundraise if you want to. Your efforts are always appreciated.
Definitely.
But again, remember the point is to create awareness. All the
awareness.
fundraising
Let
goes
your voice be
to
heard. Whoop, whoop.
American Cancer Society. And if you didn't know this about American Cancer Society, these funds are actually used to help people who are currently fighting. Sometimes they need transportation. Sometimes they need food. Sometimes they need somebody to help clean their house because they're ill.
Well, they need
There's
housing
all
too. There's all different
types-
things.
There's all types of support that these funds go to. I think that there's a misperception about how the funds are allocated. I encourage you to do some ample research of people that know the answers.
Yeah.
Don't like ask somebody involved.
Ask somebody.
Don't rely on everything you read out there or every YouTube video you see, please. Except this one.
This
you
one.
can rely on
This-
this
yeah,
one.
this is
We
nothing
speak-
but 100%
we speak
truth.
the
here.
truth.
No.
And then we cry about
Nah.
it. Just kidding.
You're going to have guests cry at every episode. I'm going to dive in deep, man. Just like those ESPN ones where they always try to get the athletes to cry
okay to
about their
cry.
story, you know. I was raised by a single mom. She had 13 kids, and I was told I wasn't going to go anywhere, and now we just won the Super Bowl, and I can't. Oh, sorry.
It's serious.
It is, but we're not going to. That's not our goal to do that.
Hopefully I didn't make anyone cry today.
It does help ratings, though, I think. Doesn't
Stop
it? Hopefully we'll get a lot of views.
But
Hashtag girl
Okay.
cries. Girl cries on
I
my
think-
video.
I think I've shared enough today.
Yeah, thank you for being our first guest.
Thank you. I appreciate
You've been
that.
you've been a lovely
I
guest.
hope that I encourage others to take advantage of this opportunity.
Yeah, comment below. Is that where I'm pointing? Yeah, below in the thing. And like it, subscribe to our channel to see more of these things. Be a guest, get involved, come see us here. Give us a call, check out our website. We are at about almost 50 minutes in. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this a half-hour show. It's hard.
45 minutes is
We
good.
talk.
How
'cause we'll
much
talk.
time
We'll
do
be
people
talking.
spend on Netflix?
Oh, I don't
A
know.
Netflix show is approximately 46 minutes.
46. So if we go 46, we go over.
Don't ask me why I know
We're
that.
at 47 minutes right now.
Okay.
I did want to, touch on a couple other subjects today. So normally we would probably like have announcements and things going on, and then bring on the guest, and they can tell us about who they are, what they do, why they do what they do, things like that. And then I wanted to try and hit some different topics and things just to educate the audience on things. We do a lot of graphic design work here. If you need to go, you can.
May I excuse
Yes,
myself?
yes.
Happy Friday, everyone.
Everyone, give Angela
Thank you so
applause.
much.
Thank you for coming
Thank
on.
you. Thanks so
Goodbye.
much.
See
Okay,
you
goodbye.
later.
I gotta go craft with some friends.
All right. Happy crafting.
Thank you.
Happy mermaiding.
Thank you.
Give me my seat back. Okay. Just me. Hello. So yeah, I was going to touch on a graphic design topic that I briefly said I would mention this week. We have about, if I keep this at an hour, we have about 10 minutes. So I guess briefly I can go over it. I'll try my best here to keep it short and sweet. Unless you think we should stop. Anyone think we should stop?
No.
No one's watching, so I can determine that. So I'm going to share my screen with you here. Let me pull up a file real quick. I wanted to talk about the importance of, how do I say this? Along the lines of doing things kind of right the first time can sometimes save you money. A lot of people will either attempt to, again, create their logo themselves in some format, and then I see this logo used and misused a lot of different places. It's your brand, it's your logo, so you want it to be the best quality that you can get to represent yourself. So a lot of people will go to different apps and different places to try and create these logos, or they have someone they know create a logo for them because they have a certain program that they're familiar with, but it doesn't necessarily produce the file type that we use, especially in the print and promo industry. We like to use what's called vector artwork, vector graphics, which would be the opposite or contrasting to raster artwork, which would be your images, like your PNGs and your JPEGs that I'm sure you are all familiar with. It's an image, and it has pixels. It's a pixel-based type of format. Pixels are just little squares on a screen. You can use Photoshop for manipulating photos because those are pixels. You can use Photoshop for a lot of different things. You can make some great graphics with Photoshop, don't get me wrong. When it comes to logos and doing some things for print, we feel that it's best to use vector artwork. And give me a second here and I'll show you, try and find a file and show you the difference between the two. This is a logo we helped somebody vectorize. They came in, we sat down together, and as graphic designers, we do charge a fee for that. A lot of people have already paid somebody to make this logo for them, and then what happens is they come to someone like myself, and now we need to redo it and then charge again. So sometimes you're going to pay twice. You're trying to save money by having someone do this for you on the cheap. In the long run, it's just going to cost you more because then someone like myself has to go in and possibly redo it and then charge again. So if you just come to us in the first place, we can help you with your logo, sit down with you, go over it, and kind of put together a branding package. So not only do we give you your logo, then everything that your logo is going to go on: business cards, brochures, your website, your Facebook, and other social and digital, media outlets as well. So we can provide both of those for print and digital. So let me see what I got here. I kind of want to leave the name off. I don't want to, excuse me, show the name of the company per se. So give me 1 second and I'll show you, what I'm going to show you first would be a raster image or a raster artwork. Again, raster artwork is pixel based off of little tiny squares. And some of you may know what those squares are. You'll see them. And when you try to blow up an image and it gets all what we call pixelated, it gets all blurry, right? And that's not how you want to represent your brand. So give me 1 sec, and I'm having an issue with this. I tried to set this up beforehand, but I was kind of in a hurry and I wanted to get Angela on as soon as possible so she could get out of here and get to her other crafting class that she's going to. So just bear with me for a little bit more here. I'm just going to remove some of these images. So again, this is so a client sent this logo. How this project originated, this is kind of the way it always goes, is a client will come to us and they want a table runner or a banner or a larger graphic like behind me. You see we have the backdrop here. That's an 8x8. It's called a step and repeat or a backdrop. They come as wide as 10 feet. We can customize those as well. But so what happens is they have a logo, and whoever did it for them made it as a JPEG, and it's this small. It's tiny, and we need it to be this big. So what happens is when we blow that up, it gets distorted and blurry, and that's not how you want to represent your brand. So we have to come through and try and figure out, and we want to vectorize that. So give me 1 sec, and I will pull up the original artwork if I have it. I don't think I have it. Oh, darn. All right, give me 1 more second. I apologize. I don't have all my artwork on the computer I use for this live broadcast, so that's kind of the issue. What's slowing me down because I wasn't set up beforehand. My other desktop computer is where all the files are and everything that I use. So bear with me, and I can download this real quick and show you what we have to do to go through this process and vectorize things sometimes. Sometimes we can't always match things as easily as we can, so we have to go back in and literally hand draw and hand recreate these logos. So that could take a lot of time and patience, and you know, that's where if you would have come to us in the first place, we could have taken care of that all in one time, one shot. So that's what we provide for our clients in graphic design here. We provide the vector artwork, digital artwork. You can use it on your social media.